Should YouTube be a part of your small business strategy to help you grow, gain clients, and of course, gain exposure? In this episode with Dexter Clark, a YouTube strategist all the way from the Netherlands, we explore the strategies that business owners should be applying to be the most successful on the platform. So hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe because it really helps me grow this channel, and I would love to bring you even more expert interviews to help grow your business. Let's dive into today's episode. Let me start by giving Dexter Clark a warm welcome because Dexter is a YouTube strategist who has always been into acting, writing, filming, and editing home videos as a child. He started his business back in 2004 when still in college, programming point-of-sale softwares for stores and later graduating with a degree in software engineering. In 2010, he wanted to be more creative, so Dexter started a business in company outings, which entailed writing and presenting quizzes and city games, and also started working at his local television station where he discovered YouTube for the very first time. Dexter then started a DJ YouTube channel in 2017 and wrote a book about starting your own YouTube channel. He also started a website to help sell this book. And then COVID hit. He lost his business and instead he decided to start the Social Video Plaza YouTube channel and go the YouTube advice route, now helping other entrepreneurs grow their channel. So excited to have you here with me today, Dexter, to talk about YouTube and find out how we can grow on YouTube. Because I know that you have been on YouTube since 2017 and that you have grown multiple successful channels since then. So please share what brought you to this platform to begin with.
Well, it started out when I was working for my local television station here, and I really enjoyed doing a couple of different things, video editing, shooting, making video programs for the television station. So, and then the opportunity came around. I wanted to do DJing, so I started a DJ channel, and that was my first real personal YouTube channel that I did. And from there, the ball went rolling, and one led to the other.
That's excellent. And what drew you to YouTube? Was it just because it was in front of you and that was what was kind of available at that time? Or did you kind of pick that over, I'm tempted to say other social media platforms, though I think that's a different discussion whether or not YouTube is a social media platform. But what specifically did you like about YouTube that drew you to it?
Well, YouTube is a very special platform. I think YouTube is a platform, is the only social media platform, if you can call it a social media platform, that makes it possible for you to make evergreen content, so content that is relevant for a longer amount of time. So the videos I make now can be still relevant in 2, 3, or maybe 5 or 10 years. And there is no other social media platform out there that can do that. And that means that I put in the work now once, and I can, for example, when it comes to ads or selling products, I can get paid over and over and over again for the future. And this way I can build a humongous library of content that is still relevant and that can still make me money, for example. But the first thing you need to focus on is views first. And this way you can grow really fast. And Facebook, the organic reach of Facebook, for example, is really small, and that wasn't always the case, but it became that way. And Twitter, etc., etc., etc. So I thought that YouTube was the only platform that gave what I wanted, and I had a really strong connection with video, and so that was actually a no-brainer for me. And if I could do what I love, I could write scripts, I can record things, I can teach people something. So this was my thing that I always wanted to do, but I didn't know that I wanted to do that.
Until you actually had the opportunity. That's so great. Now, when we talk about people getting onto the YouTube platform, are there anyone in your opinion that should not be on YouTube? And when I say that, I'm obviously talking about our audience here, which is primarily entrepreneurs and small business owners. Is this the right platform for everyone?
I think it can be. Even if you're a local shop, for example, but you need to add something to the mix. If you repeat someone, you don't add something to YouTube. So if you can have a unique take on things, if you can do things in a certain way that has never been done before, I think there is a place for everyone on YouTube. But you need to do that with a little bit of intelligence. So don't make videos just for the sake of making videos. That won't work and that won't stick, and then your videos won't catch on. And you have to do it with a lot of passion. So that is something that can come across on camera. If you don't do it for the love of what you're doing, you can better do something else, because there are a lot of other ways to promote your business. But I find that YouTube has something to offer that to almost every entrepreneur out there.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. So let's say that these entrepreneurs and small business owners have found the reason why they want to be on there, and that they're passionate about getting on there. What kind of results can they expect to see when they first get onto the platform?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. YouTube can be really hard. If you have to study the YouTube algorithm a little bit, know what, first of all, viewers like, and second of all, how the YouTube algorithm works. Because if you have a little bit of affinity with how the algorithm works, you know what you have to target on. Focus on YouTube search, for example, because for a beginner, that is something that is easy to trigger than for example YouTube suggested, for example. That can be really hard.
Let's dive into what kind of strategies should we be using in order to gain result and gain momentum along the way.
First of all, focus on YouTube search, and focus, second of all, on keep viewers returning to your channel, because that is a positive signal to the algorithm that, hey, viewers like your content. That means this is such a good content, so let's promote it. That's from the eyes of the algorithm. Let's promote it to more people, and that is a snowball that has to roll. But that takes a while, and you don't get there with 3 videos or 5 videos. You need to make a lot of videos so people can actually return.
And how many are a lot of videos in your opinion?
You won't get there with 3 videos or 5 videos or 10 videos. My personal preference is make that have about 100 videos on your channel before you can see any result. Because first of all, you need to experiment with what you like to make. What kind of creator are you? What is a good fit for my channel? What does my audience like? And how well can I convert things here? So in the beginning, it's all about experimenting. So the first 25 videos, experiment with a lot of things, experiment with editing, with figuring out how quickly you can make a video, for example, and then slowly start to focus on the next step, and how can I return viewers, and indeed focus on YouTube search.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. And I think one of the things that a lot of entrepreneurs and small business owners get really discouraged about is the amount of time that it can take. Because when we start talking about filming, or even just figuring out what are we talking about, then the filming, then the editing and uploading and possibly sharing of it afterwards as well, that's a lot of hours. So should we be doing more than 1 video per week? Is it realistic for someone to do that in the beginning?
It depends all on how much time it takes for you to make a video. I would say don't do YouTube as a full-time job when you want to start. Don't try to do it as a full-time job, because it takes a while to get that ball rolling. So do that after a while, and I would say do it part-time for the first year or so. It depends all on how quickly your channel is growing, and then after that, then go full-time. it takes just a lot of hours and a lot of grinding before you get somewhere. And yeah, there are super beautiful exceptions that I like to talk about on my channel also. He grew to 100,000 subscribers with 3 videos. Yeah, great. But that's not how things work for 99% of creators.
It's probably not the norm.
No, absolutely not.
So there's also a lot of small business owners that I work with that doesn't necessarily have a passion to make money off of YouTube, but they want to use YouTube as more of a secondary advertisement place for their business. So if they're not necessarily trying to get the subscribers in order to grow it to a paid channel, are there different strategies they should be applying, or is it still very much the same ones if you were to grow this paid YouTube channel?
I think it's the same, but don't see YouTube as a platform for ads. See YouTube as a platform to bring value to people, because of the value, people want to watch your videos. And if you don't bring value, if you only want to sell, you won't sell, because viewers can immediately tell that you try to sell them something and they will click away. YouTube won't promote your videos anymore. So bring value.
Yeah, it's like that sales email that you find in your inbox, right? Where you're like, oh, I'm going to put that one right into the junk because you could smell it far away.
Yeah, that's true for YouTube also. Yeah,
okay, well, that's great. So let's say we've now made the video, we're working with a strategist, it is on our platform. Should we also be sharing this video that now lives on YouTube on other sites? Like, should we put it on a website? Should we put it on Facebook, on Instagram? What are the strategies around that?
As many platforms as possible, because you want to get eyes on your content, and as much eyes as possible on your content. So absolutely share it on every single platform. The advantage of having a website is that your website continuously gets traffic, and if you embed your video on your website, you continuously get views on your videos. And Facebook, back to that evergreen content thingy, Facebook is just a one-time push, and that's great for that one-time push, but it won't have a long-term effect unless people are thinking that this video is so amazing, let's subscribe.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. And what about ads? Are we ready for ads yet when we haven't even grown our channel to the 1,000 followers? Should we be experimenting with that at this point? Like actually paying for ads to get customers to our videos?
It depends on what you do. I would say if you want to place ads on YouTube, I think that's what you're talking about, do that with your content that you're making on your channel. Of course, you can do, I have an ebook to sell, and you can make an ad for that ebook. But if you want to sell your own content on YouTube, then do that with the content. The only thing that you're doing with an ad is give YouTube a financial incentive to get the content of you in front of other people. It won't work if you don't do that, because if you give something else in the ad than what people are getting when they subscribe, they are not engaged subscribers, and that will only hurt you. You want engaged subscribers. Subscribers is a vanity metric. Subscribers won't do anything for you unless they return to your content. They can only hurt you if they don't return.
Right, but if we are trying to get to that paid status, we do need the first 1,000 subscribers, right? Like we don't have a say in that, is that correct?
Yeah, YouTube, the only thing that YouTube uses those subscribers for is indeed the how do you say that? The levels. Indeed, you need to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. But how do you get there? Yeah, that's totally up to you. But I don't see the ads are just a small thing for YouTube, because the ads don't pay so well. People think that the ads, that is the holy grail of making money with YouTube, but ads is just a small portion. If you do things correctly, then you can make a lot more money than with the ads. The ads is just a bonus of a couple of $100 or euros per month, or a couple of thousand. But what makes the money is the things you sell extra. So the courses, for example. And if you have a business already, you can sell your products. If you want to help your own business with YouTube, what you should do is make help to solve problems that people actually take value from, but do that with your products.
No, I see that. Yeah, no, I think this is a really great distinction here, that the goal for growing on YouTube should really be to advertise what you already have versus treating YouTube as the mechanism that's going to essentially give you a job. Let's call it that. So it's really important for small business owners and entrepreneurs to already come to the platform having something to offer and something to sell that they can then later on push. That's what I'm kind of gathering from this.
Yeah, you can do that, but don't be salesy. I watched one of your videos, and the person you interviewed said avoid the hard sell, and that's true on YouTube also. But if you can deliver value to people with the help of your products, you make your own products invaluable. I did a channel review of a channel that, for example, he did chocolate coated strawberries. That was his whole channel. He showed people how to make chocolate coated strawberries. And you think, that's such a small niche, but he grew like crazy because it is just a small niche. But what he did is now he sells the chocolate for the strawberries, he sells the courses for the strawberries, the packaging, the paint he uses to color the strawberries, because people want to know, how do I get from A to B? And if you can help them by using your products, then you sell your products, and he makes a little bit of affiliate commission on everything he does.
So it then becomes the complete package, essentially. That's really neat. Now, Dexter, I know that you are also growing multiple channels right now, and I think you're actually about to start another channel. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's indeed correct. One of the main things is you have to have a certain target audience for your YouTube channel. I decided to start a second channel with short form content, amongst that YouTube Shorts, which is pretty new, because I noticed that there were a lot of young people that I don't cater to in my content. So I started the second channel for a younger audience, but with shorter videos. And I reused a lot of footage of my videos that are now standing alone as a 1 minute or 2 minute video. And that is content that I cut out of my big videos, but also I have to cut out a lot of footage in my big videos, so to say, that I don't use in the big videos, but that content isn't bad. So I can put that in my new short form videos.
That's great. So you're essentially saving time and building a whole nother platform at the same time. I like that.
Indeed, I make another leg for my business to stand on.
And does it not scare you to start over essentially with this brand new bare channel? Like, you might have some subscribers that are coming from your other channels, which would be a benefit, but you're essentially going to apply all your own growth strategies, I presume, in order to get you to grow quicker, right?
Yeah, but that is what I bump into topics that I bump into as a small creator. I could have switched my DJ channel to a YouTube advice channel, but I decided not to do that because now I have information needs, I bump into problems. How do I fix those problems? And I can make videos about that. And that makes me a little bit more relatable to people because they have to start over or they are starting right now. And I can see now from the perspective of a beginner because I bump into beginners topics.
That's very neat indeed. Okay, so I have to ask you, what is the number one mistake that you see that new YouTubers are making on the platform?
Wow, that's a great question. I think it is not focusing on topics that have actually a search volume. topics that people are actually, first of all, searching on, but people also want to know. Is there actually need for certain information on a topic? A lot of beginner creators make videos just for the sake of, hey, that's fun and let's make another video. But you have to think about topics, you have to research topics before you can make the video. Otherwise, it's a waste of time if that video gets no views.
Yeah, that's excellent advice. And is there one strategy that we all should be applying right now? Your number one go do it strategy?
Yeah, focus on YouTube search. I already said it.
So it's the mistake and it's the advice at the same time.
Yeah, indeed. You need your biggest problem as a beginner is you are not getting eyes on your content. And the easiest way to do that is by finding topics that have a lot of eyes, but not a lot of competition. Competition is the most biggest thing that people don't take into account when they start a new channel. You have to research your topics.
Right, and make sure that it can really stand out. Absolutely amazing. Now, Dexter, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people on here watching this that's going to want to know, what is your channel's name and where can they learn more about you? And can you please share that with them?
Yeah, of course. My channel name is Social Video Plaza and my website is socialvideoplaza.com, and there are also links to my videos on the channel. I think of something that we talked about earlier as an extension of that. I talked about providing value, and when I think of my website, for example, I thought about how can I give viewers a complete package, the YouTube channel and my website. For example, I have a title generator on my website, so people can get ideas for YouTube video titles, clickable YouTube video titles. Another tip, by the way, make sure that your titles and thumbnails are clickable, that people actually want to click, entice them to click on a thumbnail. And how can I do that? By making a channel name generator, for example, on my website.
Okay, I'll make sure to link to that as well so that everyone can check it out. And I have to ask you, just to end it off, do you have a favorite productivity tool that you use that saves you time when you are doing all of these amazing YouTube videos?
That's a good one. Not a specific tool, but I have made a process for myself to make videos as quickly as possible. For example, reusing content for different target audiences, for example. If you try to think of your next topic for your next video, that topic won't get into your brain. You won't get that idea. But if you have keep a list of ideas on your phone, you always have ideas to look at and to get inspiration for making that video for next week's video. And always be on the lookout for new video ideas. If you think of a topic when you're walking on the street, just look it up on YouTube. Is it competitive? Not. No, then put it on the list in your phone, for example.
That is great advice and something that hopefully everyone will use to get started, to grow their businesses, and to really explore what this amazing platform has to offer. Thank you so much, Dexter, for joining this interview today. It has been a pleasure learning about you, your channels, and all the amazing ways that you help business owners as well grow their channels. And I'll make sure to link to your contact information.
Thank you very much, and I hope that a lot of people enjoyed the content.
Have a positive day.